How's it going, guys? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the NECA SEGA Predator 2 action figure. This figure was released in 2015, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and it's depicting the City Hunter Predator from the Predator 2 video game from back in 1992. We're going to get a quick look around the box, and then we're going to get them opened up and look at the figure. So on the front, we have the Predator 2 logo at the top, as well as looks like a photo shot. I'm not sure if this is actually from the game, because I don't think this would have been a part of Sega cartridge on the front, but it looks like it's just a still photo from the movie itself. Have the NECA seal of quality here, but in the old Sega logo. So on the side, we got Predator 2 logo, NECA Real Toys logo. On the back, we have a nice little write-up of the figure, as well as some photo shots of the actual figure itself, which off the bat, I have to say already, I dig the colors on this guy. So, yep. On the other side, we got Predator 2 logo again, NECA Real Toys. Let's go ahead and check out the window. And that's a scene from the video game itself, as normally NECA does with these releases. There's the figure itself, absolutely gorgeous. There's hit points, and it looks like there's a life bar right there. Yep. So super excited about this one, guys. So let's go ahead and get them opened up and get a better look at the figure. Alright, guys, so let's go ahead and get a better look at the figure. First off the bat, I have to say, as I said before, I really dig the color palette that NECA used for this figure. Really digging the cell shading that they did, especially with this almost aqua lining that they did on some of the around the figure. I think it makes the figure really pop, especially with this color palette. Definitely dig that. I had to point that out because I thought that was really awesome. We'll go ahead and start off with the head articulation. The head, I'm assuming, could rotate all the way around. The dreads kind of get in the way. Also, another thing I noticed is the shoulder mounted cannon is on there already. It's on a bit of a it's on a track, so you can move it back and forth, and it does rotate. The only thing I would say is, given this is here, I feel like the head articulation is hindered by that. I don't know if you could tell in this video. The dreads are a soft plastic, which that's the usual. I mean, but I really dig the blue, or the aqua color in this. Really makes this pop. The head doesn't really look up or down too much. Like I said, it could rotate all the way around, but I think this is going to get in the way and cause some issues. So a little bit of a complaint, but not major. I mean, if you look at this figure, he looks absolutely amazing. Arm does almost come up 90 degrees. I feel the armor here, where it's not connected to the shoulder, it is still kind of it's hindering the movement there of it coming up. It does rotate all the way around, and there is a single joint in the elbow. Now, this figure did come out in 2015, so this is clearly an older mold, and I feel like NECA, if you bend it, it's not too much coming up in the articulation, probably because of the way the gauntlet was mounted. The elbow does rotate all the way around, as does the wrist. Does rotate all the way around, and the wrist does have some articulation to go back and forth. So not too much of a big deal, but this is, like I said, this was a release from 2015, so don't really fault NECA too much. I mean, it's just an older mold, plus technology's gotten way better for them. As for the other arm, same thing, does rotate all the way around, although I do see this shoulder armor being a little bit of a problem, like in doing the full rotation. So I'm not going to force it because I don't want to have a video fail. As for the arm, does come up as well. Actually comes up a lot further than the other one. So thought that was pretty cool. Again, single joint in the elbow, and again, doesn't really come up too much because I feel like the gauntlet here is hindering that movement. The gauntlet itself, has the blades that actually come out a lot further, and then you can push them back in. So that's pretty cool. I like how NECA kind of stays with that aesthetic. The wrist does rotate all the way around, but as you can see, I feel like in some of the other Predator figures, the blade gauntlets do get in the way. So, but does rotate around and does have movement back and forth on the wrist. So that was pretty cool. One thing I have to point out, it still has that aqua color there, and I think that really pops on this figure, I have to say again. As for the torso, there is some rotation, not too much. Doesn't rotate all the way around. I mean, I would imagine it maybe could, but I feel like the armor here on the back kind of hinders that from rotating. Plus, out of the box, disclaimer: this isn't new. I did pick this up on eBay. They listed it as new. Turns out it wasn't. It had been opened before. So even then, I don't want to force it and have a video fail or anything like that. I will say I dig the armor. The armor looks really good. I don't know if this picks it up really well, but again, I have to say the color on this, the cell shading, is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know, I'm very taken back by the colors on this figure. When I first saw him online, like pictures, I was like, I knew I had to add him to the rest of my NES figure collection. If you've seen any of my other videos, you see I already had several. So, but the other thing, he has these soft plastic bags around him. So that's the other thing you'd want to be careful with, because these are pretty soft. I feel like they're pretty easily to mess up and possibly break, just because they're really soft and they feel like they're really not too durable. Sorry about that. I was trying to get this guy fixed up here. As for the leg articulation, leg does come up, does come back for the most part. Yeah, does come all the way back, and there's a double joint in the knee, so he can do a pull pretty good. He can kick himself on the back if he wanted to. Looks like there isn't any rotation in the knee itself. There is some rotation at the thigh, and it looks like the thigh can almost do the splits, or the legs can do the splits, but I think the armor here on the side kind of hinders that movement. Foot does rotate all the way around, swivels back and forth, or side to side rather. Not too much movement in the back and forth. There's a little bit, but not too much. I have to say also, I really like all the attention to detail that NECA put into this guy. Unfortunately, this is his, if you've seen Predator 2, this is the net gun that he uses. Really cool that they put this on here, but it's mounted on there. You can't take it off. So it's not, it's not a deal breaker. I just think it looks really cool that NECA added that to this figure. I would have rather had it as an accessory you can use or pose him with. But as for the other leg, comes up, comes back. Again, I feel like the leather back here, or the plastic back here is kind of hindering that movement. Again, double joint in the knee. I don't want to force. I feel this is kind of stiff right now, so I don't want to force it and have it break on me or anything. So I'm not going to force it, guys, but yeah, it is double jointed though. Foot does rotate all the way around, move side to side, and a little bit articulation front to back. So yeah, go ahead and put this aside. He doesn't come with too much, and here's another reason I realized this was opened. Actually, before I pulled it out of the packaging, you could tell from the window that it was actually broken. So yeah, I noticed that as soon as I was getting ready to pull this guy out. So clearly this was broken before I took it out, so I was kind of bummed about that. And another reason why I knew he had been opened already, one of the twist ties was missing from his arm, so he had them on the other ones except one. So another dead giveaway. Just keep that in mind, guys. If you ever get something from a third party or online seller, just make sure that the description matches what they're saying that it is. Other than that, the combi stick itself looks really nice. They only have a fully extended combi stick. I love the colors on this, and I love the attention to detail in that in the staff there, right at the middle. Really dig that. But again, I mean, you know, we seen where this was 2015, so going from this to what NECA puts out now with their figures, especially the Predator figures, I mean, they've just gone above and beyond since then, especially with the technology and stuff. Another accessory he comes with, obviously, it's a Predator, so you knew he had to come with a skull and spinal column, which really awesome, guys. I mean, even back in 2015, NECA was doing an amazing job on these guys. I like how they kind of threw a little bit of the red in there, and then still with that aqua blue throughout, so kind of give it that cell shading, you know, 8-bit or 16-bit, I mean, whichever one, because it was Sega, it was gonna be 16-bit, but really dig the attention to detail, and the fact that they put this much detail into these little accessories. I say it again, I mean, it's just absolutely incredible on NECA's part. Finally, what we have is the smart disc. Now, it's a closed smart disc, it's not an open one, but even then, I mean, this is really nice, really nice detail in this. Can't really pose him holding it because of the way his the hands that he comes with. I mean, he could probably hold it somewhat, but it's really meant to go in the side pocket there. Just pops in. You can't, it doesn't snap in or anything, it just kind of sits in there, which I can feel it kind of almost easily coming out. Regardless, I mean, it's still pretty good. I mean, you're not gonna be like really playing with this guy too much. At least I'm not. I'm just gonna put him back in the box after this anyway. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Comment down below, let me know what you think of the figure, as well as are you a fan of the figure, a fan of the Predator franchise as a whole? Again, which is your favorite, which is your least favorite? Have you played the Predator 2 video game? I can't say I remember the game itself, but it's been so long ago and I never picked it up again. There were so many other games out there that I was just too preoccupied with. But if you've played the game or heard of the game, feel free to comment down below, let me know. I'd like to hear your thoughts and stuff like that. Also, if you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thanks again, guys, for coming back and for the continued support. I really appreciate it, and I can't thank y'all enough. But until then, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy and have a good one.